Good evening and welcome to the Pizza Roundtable, part of the I Need Pizza Club network, where we talk about the general pizza news and going on in the pizza industry. I'm one of your hosts this evening, Jim Mumford, joined by the amazing Anna Crucitt. Chef Anna, how are you this evening?
Doing well. Had a busy weekend, but still hanging in there. How
Yeah,
are you?
good. Happy belated Mother's Day, of course. And I saw part of your busy weekend. You were at a pizza event, right?
Yeah, well, I was actually in Houston doing a John Arena Foundation event with John Arena, and it was hosted by Nicole and Brad Bean at Pizarro's. And Laura Meyer came, and Audrey Kelly came, and it was just a lot of fun, hanging out. But that was actually last Monday. We did a pizza making class for Parkinson's patients. So there was a group there. We had about a dozen participants in the class, and it was so nice. It just always is very heartwarming. They enjoy it so much. I mean, who doesn't love making pizza,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
And then we had a fundraising dinner. We had about 45 guests in attendance and 5 different chefs that came in from Houston, and it was delicious and a lot of fun.
Wonderful. And what, you do so much for the foundation. That's
I try.
amazing. Yeah, I mean, you do. There's more than try. And sounds like, I know we were talking a little bit beforehand. I saw the Instagram. I mean, absolute smash, right? It looked incredible.
Yeah, Nicole really took lead. So typically I do kind of run depending on the event, but I she was like, I can take care of this. She did it a little bit differently. Typically, we have the WPC members either hosting or having them come in and make pizza, and she wanted to kind of show Houston area food. So she picked chefs from the area and they came in. It was really
Nice.
nice just to introduce other people into pizza and into the industry and who John Arena is because pizza knows him.
Yeah. Legend, right? Yeah.
So it was nice for them to just be, what is this foundation about? And it's been going really well. I mean, it's been about a year of us doing these events. Have probably another one in Chicago this summer and in Denver. There'll be one in the fall. We're taking names of anybody who wants to host one. So
Yeah, here you go. I mean, reach out, right? It's an honor. You do a great thing. A little bit of PR in it for you, right? So I think that'd be amazing. Amazing opportunity for any and all. So that's wonderful.
yeah. But that was actually on Monday. This past
Yeah.
weekend, it was just Mother's Day.
It was
I
just
mean,
Mother's Day.
with it just Mother's Day, it was a very, very busy weekend. And it was to be expected, but we just still underestimated the volume, and it makes Monday and Tuesday really hard just to catch up. Team is just like kind of burnt out from a weekend, and you want to offer them some reprieve. And so,
Yeah.
yeah,
But the
just
fall falls on
comes
you.
with the territory.
Yeah. I have one process question I've always wondered. Maybe we're too in the weeds, but you only have so much dough to be made, right? And it's not like you can't just make more dough and have it that day. How do you plan for that, right? Do you have a buffer or because there's a window, right? I'm just curious.
So, what's nice is we have 2 locations. So, our Fox Chapel location will do an extra batch. So, they'll be on hold, and then if Shady Side location needs more dough, we have another batch, which is 150 dough balls that can be, run up. Um, but they're always making dough, so, like, every day, 1, 2, 3 batches depending on the day. And then you just have your, like, normal volume, and then you have an extra. I mean, 150 on top of what you do is a lot of
That's a
volume, so
lot. That's a lot of pies. Yeah.
right, so we usually always have, and then that might not always be, maybe it's 8 trays, maybe it's 12 trays, but you do kind of have that buffer, just like you were saying, because it's running out of dough is not
It's a
an
game
option.
changer. Right. Yeah. It is. Yeah. At that point, just shut the lights off,
Yeah,
right?
some people do, and, they say they sell out, but I I couldn't imagine.
That's great. Well, good. Well, this week we have, thank you for sharing. I've always wondered that. And that's why I
Yeah.
figured.
I don't know how people who have limited space take care of it. But I mean, I guess you would just maybe have different recipes, like a 24-hour, 40 hours is 48 hour. I
Right.
don't know. like, or you could do a biga. There's, like, a couple of different ways to kind of and, like, your palate would know. I don't know that the guests would know all of them. So
All of them, right?
you do have some different variables, but we try to just keep it the same all.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I just right, 'cause I know some, like, the tavern styles have to cure and just, you can't you gotta be fussy. So,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing a little behind the scenes of the magic. Speaking of magic, we have 7 wildly different articles this week. I wanna start with the most fun, not because it's hogging my computer's, memory, but because it's hogging my brain space trying to wrap yourself around. Are you sitting down for this, Chef Anna?
Yes.
Okay. Foodbeast.com. Pizza Hut Japan's new cheese curry pizza is apparently drinkable. Just let that marinate for a second. So here it is. Here's the pizza. Okay. Looks not bad. The Pizza Hut Japan dropped something called the drinkable cheese curry pizza. Limited time pie blends Japanese curry sauce with Gouda cheese on pizza dough, highlighting the creamy molten texture that inspired the drinkable label in the first place. So, first blush, that pizza with a curry sauce on Gouda. What do you think?
I mean, that sounds delicious. It doesn't I mean, it doesn't look the part. Like, to me, this is too much. I don't have any interest in drinking cheese.
Yeah, so you know
I
it
mean, there's, like, a little bit of
a
texture.
little bit. There's no and so it's what you say is where I think curry on pizza is fun, right? Gouda, probably a good choice, right? But the drinkableness, and they are steering into this. I mean, truly. Curry pizza, very popular in Japan. Curry bread, obviously, they're going for sharp Gouda. And then yeah, they are advertising it as truly a drinkable pie. And boy, that I agree with you. That's a little much, especially with Gouda. That's a stomach ache, right?
Yeah, well, honestly, I don't even it's not like it's a yogurt texture that you can just swallow it. I mean, there is still a bit of a chew that needs to happen, right? So in my mind, I'm like, I just couldn't imagine a whole mouthful of, like, very soft cheese while I'm trying to eat some dough. It doesn't it's not adding up.
Yeah. I think we're on the same page. Love the flavors. Love the flavors.
Right. I mean, I would eat it.
I would try it. But boy, there's not a lot of finesse there. Drinkable, just that I don't know what I expect. This is better than what I expected. I'll just say right now, it's better than what I expected drinkable to be, but I'm still not happy about
Right.
it.
Right. To me, like, when I hear drinkable, I hear, like, a milkshake, right? Like,
That's why I
I
thought it
want,
was
like
coming.
it's gotta come through in a different way, but you can't eat a pizza through well, you probably could, but you probably shouldn't drink a pizza. Is the topping on it just the drinkable part? Is the crust part of the drinkability? Like, are we gonna stick a straw on the top of the pizza and just drink the
Well,
sauce and
I
the cheese off of it? I have to know how people are eating this, but
did some Googling beforehand. I do think there's a translation bit to this, perhaps, certainly. But I saw some videos, and I mean, it's basically people are sliding it off in the like cups and just going to town.
for real?
For real. Yeah.
Like, off of the dough?
Yeah.
That's unnecessary.
Yeah.
I'll
It
pass.
is. Okay, good. Same page. Like the curry, like the flavor, but
Yeah.
listen, Pizza Hut Japan's gonna put out something crazy. We're gonna
I
cover
mean,
it, right?
that would be Japanese.
Right? Marketing, but
All kinds of
all right.
fun.
Well, let's go closer to home. Let's go maybe to New York. And yeah, we talked about this. We actually talked about this on Industry Clubhouse a couple weeks ago. But I wanted to get your specific take because we haven't talked about it. New York Times finally picked it up. Will ban on bromated flour change New York bagels and pizza. So, yeah, you're a master, right? Very quickly, what's bromated flour? What does potassium bromate do to flours and
Just
doughs?
lightens it. You can add hydration to it. It lightens the product.
Sure. And would you say it's not a shortcut, but it's definitely a additive?
Yeah. Yeah, it's an enzyme additive to it, um, but you can do the same thing with fermentation.
Yeah, 100%. Um, so for those who maybe haven't been up for, I think this was late April. past early stages in New York State to ban bromated flour. Is research has shown is shown to be a carcinogen. And the U.S. really is lagging the rest of the world in this one. Europe has banned it years and years ago, uh, and many New York pizza makers are very passionate about the subject. But the article goes. I do invite you to read it because there's some
They're
really good
passionate
interviews.
for it?
They are passionate about the topic. I mean, I think of Rob obviously comes to mind as someone who's been against
Yeah,
bromated
he's
for a
been
long time,
against it for
for
forever. He's
years.
been talking about it. But I mean, it is necessary to talk about. I think that most people who just want to enjoy product don't have any idea that this additive is put into the flour. They don't know what they're eating. They're just enjoying a bagel. And I think as more people are aware of the things that are added into food, then you start to talk about it. And so it is necessary to kind of bring this to like overall consumer attention.
Yeah,
And it doesn't need to be in there. I mean, that's the other element to it
no,
is that
it doesn't.
you can make the same product. Lots of people make the same product. I mean, I guess it is a way to make the dough or the flour a little cheaper, so that doesn't probably help, but it's not
Yeah,
necessary.
yeah. I mean, article says 89% of commercial bakeries in the state uses bromated flour, which blows me away. Because I know a lot of pizza makers we talk to don't. But listen, I mean, since the 40s, bromated flour is a signature. Very much
Yeah,
bagels, right? I mean, gives it these recipes that have been
extreme.
around for, yeah, 80 years. So really good article. I invite everyone to read it. I'm not going to go through it line by line, but I
Before
certainly want.
you made it flour, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just saw her pop up in this.
Yeah,
I
their
think she
story.
used to use it.
Really?
Yeah, I
Oh, I
think
mean,
she like
it's what this
she
says.
switched out of it
Yeah.
beforehand.
So and listen, right? It's and please go listen to our our roundtable. We talked about it. We get some experts. I went all sciencey on it. But yeah, gold medal all trumps bromated flour is kind of the one.
But that's a flour that's a heavy hitter. A lot of people in the industry use.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
and there's going to be a ripple effect for this one.
The other thing too is, I mean, it does make your pizza consistent. You have
Does
more wiggle room with using that type of flour. There's more margin for error if you have different people making the dough. I mean, I understand why you would start using it to get a more consistent product because it
yes,
is frustrating, the training and the technique involved in it. But at the end of the day, it can be done without it. I
yeah,
mean, in
right,
Europe, we're all like, but it's also too like just a broader topic, right? Like what other items are in our food that we don't need to be consuming.
right.
And I think that New York's flour was where that was the hill they decided to start on.
Yeah, and there's like red dye and some other food
Right.
additives, but there is going to be a trickle down effect, right? Because gold medal, right? Pillsbury, they'll probably stop making it, right? In quantities, and then this price goes up, and then pizzerias are gonna have to change. There's a domino effect from this. That's pretty
Yeah,
big.
and it will be people will pay more money for pizza. The flour will be more expensive.
Yes,
The time
100,
to make it, the
100%.
training behind it.
Right,
Yeah.
and when just a little bit of vitamin C could probably get you like 90% of the way there if you really need an additive. Truly,
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
listen,
other ways
this
around
there's
it.
other ways around it. So, well, cool. No, thank you for your perspective. Obviously, I know you don't use bromated flour, but just a lot of
Got
people
into
do.
pizza and I didn't even know what it was, to be fair. I mean, like, I never even considered a different type of flour for our style, for Neapolitan
Oh, of
style.
course.
But the other element of it was I probably started eating a very, like, real food, diet in about 2016. I mean, for a long time, it was like I wouldn't even consume anything that had any type of additional additive in any.
Oh,
I made
wow.
my own condiments. I made my own everything because it was so challenging to find something on a shelf that didn't have it.
It's
So
impossible.
I've never purchased or used, and I've always taken the long road in making those things. Now, 10 years later, the market is filled with clean ingredient food, but also has gone in the opposite direction. So we have more options for someone who just I don't wanna have to make ketchup, but I
Right,
did.
it's kinda ketchup's kind of a pain to make, by the
It's a
way.
pain. It's a pain
It
to
just
make.
cooks longer, tomato paste, and it's good, but no, so yeah, more to come on food additives. New York's taking the lead.
Mhm.
Generally, right, you get a New York and a California, the rest of the nation's gonna kinda fall in. So,
Right. Yeah.
cool.
I'm glad to see it, though. I think it
Oh,
was
same,
necessary.
100%. While we're talking about New York pizza, let's go a little more fun article, and this is courtesy of PMQ. How familiar face and friend of the pod, Scott Wiener, played a key role in new New York style pizza from Marco's. So, first off, look at that slice. That's a good looking slice of
Good.
the
It looks
right?
so
Like
good.
that's a good looking slice. So again, please read it. Everyone knows Marco's. I love Marco's. They unveiled, I believe it was last week, uh, a limited time New York style pizza. But kudos to Marco's culinary team. They enlisted Scott Weir for a private curated tour of their pizzeria so they could actually walk the walk and understand what New York style is. And I think that's pretty admirable for a big chain to actually like do some homework, right?
Right, so are we saying that this article, they enlisted Scott Wiener's help or they went on his tour? Which one?
Both. So they went on his tour and then
Oh,
they
good for them.
invited him to be on, some of the tasting and then interviewed him and he was part of the process. So 15 pizza shops, they looked up, over 50 pies and then, Wiener actually traveled to a Marco's to taste it. So he was actually more of the process, right? And kind of educated them on what New York style
Yeah,
is, which I thought was pretty
consulted them,
cool.
really.
Yeah,
That is
which
neat.
good for Scott. Yeah, again, kudos for Marcos for just kind of getting in there and saying, "Hey, we want to do it right, and we're gonna go to the best places." And
Yes.
honestly, that looks like a good slice for
Yeah,
where from where it's
I
coming from.
mean, the crust looks
Crust looks
perfect.
banging. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is also too, like, you have the bigger companies and we're not at war by any means, but there is definitely a division between like the artisan small community pizzerias just trying to do everything traditionally by the book, best ingredients. You have that and you have them over here. And I feel like Marcos is taking the middle road, right? They're
right.
trying
Kind
to
of
kind of
right.
connect the two to say, hey, you're doing something special in this arena. Like, how can we be a part of it? How can we bring that into what we're doing?
Yeah, and they're doing it in a way to respect it, right? They're not just
Right.
putting out pizza and putting a label on it, right? Which
Right.
some of the big four do, right? And
Yes.
they're actually kind of doing a little curation, which I appreciate. And they're kind of bridging it. So, kudos to Marcos for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Always.
Now we have a little bit of some of the pizza industry trends have come out recently. So I'm going to quiz you, Ann,
All
courtesy
right.
of Pizza Today, the top 10 pizza styles of 2026. I would like you to name them in order and we will see how you
Oh
do.
my goodness gracious. The top 10 pizza styles.
I'm a pizza style guy. You know I have to bring this up.
10 being the last,
Number 1 is the most popular.
most
10
popular.
is the 10th most popular. I
I
will
feel like
argue
I'm
that number 2 I would not consider a style, but I understand what they is. So I'm going to give you a pass on number 2.
okay. So number one, I have to say is something thin. So maybe tavern. Oh, you want me to just go down?
I want you to go down the list. Yep.
Okay. So maybe like uh
Well, how about this?
tavern.
So I'll say Tavern was Chicago Thin, including Tavern, was number 3.
Okay. It's near the top.
Yeah, near top.
I feel like number 1,
Here's a hint. The segue was intentional on this one.
New York.
New York style,
Number
number
1?
1. Again, call New York style what you want to call it,
Just
but they're called.
Classica? Like I just have a standard 16-inch, 20-inch.
So I'll tell you, number 2 says classic traditional American, which I'm guessing is a fast food. I don't know how you're differentiating between those two, right? Because I think there's some blurring, but
It's blurry. I mean,
yeah,
Classica, you could maybe stick it. I would not have put it 1 or 2. I mean, I would have
No,
said
but
when I go to competitions, I see thin. Thin is in. Like, that's
yep.
what we
Oh, it
see
is.
board.
It's huge.
I see, Roman, in there.
And where would Roman be on the top 10?
I would guess 4th, 5th, something in that lineup.
10th. Low. I'm with you. I would have ranked these differently, but Roman 10th.
Okay, Neapolitan's probably in 6th place.
5th place,
Uh,
very good.
okay, we're still kind of in the
Neapolitan
middle.
and Neapolitan, which I take
Neapolitan, I would say Neapolitan is kinda, like, lower than Neapolitan. It was on the rise there for a minute, but
they have them combined, and I take offense to that because
they are not.
those are not the same pizza.
No, they are
Not even
not the same.
close.
They're not not even close.
They're not even close to the same pizza, other than maybe the shape. What's number 4? Obvious one. Hot riser.
Number 4, hot risers, gotta be, I don't know, grandma style.
Grandma is number 8. Very good. The number 4, thick.
I mean, Detroit, I would
Detroit, number
probably
4.
stick Detroit, like, number 6. Neapolitan, maybe number 5. I'm gonna put Roman at number 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna
This is
stick
Anna's list now, yeah.
Pacica. You know, New York, yeah, okay, maybe 2. I don't know.
All right.
Whatever.
I'm with you. So, first, 1 New York, 2 traditional American, 3 tavern, 4 Detroit, 5 Neapolitan. Disagree with that. 6 Sicilian, 7 deep dish, 8 grandma. If you're going to combine at least I would combine Sicilian and grandma. But
Sicilian grandma, I was gonna say if they are gonna be different. Roman, though, I don't know. I don't see that at 10.
I think that,
California is lower than Roman. I mean, again, I'm just going based off of like what I see
yeah, of course.
in the competitions of like what styles people are doing. You do see a ton of Detroits in them.
Absolutely ton. And I think it's interesting. They combine California with American artisan, which
What's American Artisan? I never heard of that.
American artisan is, I don't know, like a wood fired kind of.
Okay, so it's like a
So
12-inch wood
12
fired pizza.
inch, which is probably closer to a Neapolitan. Fine.
Yeah, Neapolitan.
Again, time's blurry. Surprised to see the Beats was not on the list. New
The
Haven.
what?
New Haven, the Beats was not on the list.
I actually was thinking to myself, I feel like New Haven's gotta be somewhere, but then I thought maybe it's just thin. Like, I don't know what the standard here is of the style, if they're gonna put
Yeah. And,
combining it.
and again, I'm a style nerd, right? I
Yes,
would get
you
into
are.
it.
You would have done
I
probably
would have
better.
done this a little different. I do want to share one other thing before we go over to more pizza trends. Top pizza toppings in the U.S. No surprise here: pepperoni, sausage,
100%.
mushroom, bacon. As you said, protein is in, and it
Protein is
is.
there.
Onion, extra cheese, chicken, black olives, Canadian bacon, jalapenos, ham, red, green red pepper, red and green pepper. There we go. Got it. Fourth tries the charm. Meatballs, pineapple, basil, beef.
What's
The
beef?
color beef, just beef, not ground beef, just beef. Banana pepper, spinach, and artichoke. So thought that was interesting. Really good arc by Pizza Day. I'm not going to cover it
Very
all. That's a podcast in itself. But wanted to share those
chokes
straight up.
last? 20?
I love artichokes
I
on
couldn't
pizza.
imagine. I'm gonna order that pizza.
Yeah, I'm going to make that pizza happen.
Well, that looks
So right on it, right, we're going to go to meatpoultry.com, which is actually a good read. Checking out pizza trends for 2026. Didn't that Detroit just look absolutely banging, even though it's a
great.
stock photo?
Yeah.
Um, so I just
Someone
want to get your quick thoughts on a couple of these. So again, this is from Pizza Day's Industry Report. This is just kind of a distillation from it, but just a couple things. So roughly 84% of pizza operators surveyed report sales from online ordering, averaging 27%. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
that seems low.
It does seem low. Just over 31% average 16 or more percent from third party delivery, which I thought was low.
Seems low.
Seems low. Only a third's using, basically third party delivery on a regular basis.
Be shocked if that were right.
I'm with you. Couple other, habit changes, right? 78% of employees report changing lunch habits due to inflation. opting for cheaping alternatives, fewer meals, and value options. So lunch is waning. What do you think? Have you seen lunch kind of waning?
No.
I haven't either. That surprised me. If anything, I would think lunch would be growing and your big dinners would be waning. And this is saying that this is absolutely fully like waning lunch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, not for any of the pizzerias I've been into, even in just I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm with you. So we talk about the top styles, the trending styles. Toppings, spicy is kind of a something that's continuing to grow. Obviously, hot honey, but you're seeing chorizo, kung pao chicken. Some of your more artisan pizzas going a little bit harder with the spice, which I know you've. I mean, I know you love spice on
Yeah.
pizza, clobbering chilies and other things.
And so do our customers. I will
Yeah.
say too, like that is we sell a lot of we do a Diavola pizza and
Oh
it's
my gosh.
very popular. I would put it out of 26 pizzas, it's probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 on our list.
Wow, that's really
And
high.
yeah, it's very high considering, we have so many other styles, but people just love spicy.
And then finally, the growing pizza toppings of 2026, chorizo, Calabrian chilies, love, by the
Yes.
way. Figs, absolutely. Pistachios, love. Ricotta all day. Brisket
All that.
on the right pie, and then pronounce this for me. I always pronounce it wrong.
I can't read it.
And
Nude. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. But that's the
Another
kind of,
Calabrian.
yeah, the uncooked, well, it's like a cooked sausage. It's spreadable. It's awesome. But really interesting for the pizza trends for this year. Please read the entire article, but fun, definitely fun.
Very sweet cuts. Yes.
Yeah. So I'll before I get to the final article, yeah, what do you think for you is the biggest trend going on in pizza right now? I know you've said that protein's hot, but you'd say what's the thing that surprised you over the past few months that you think growing, waning, kind of where what do you have any insight for industry trends? I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Putting me on the spot, industry trends. I would say that I've seen the Calabrian chili, maybe a paste or some type of finishing on a pizza. I've seen that.
Awesome.
I would absolutely agree with spicy on pizza. What else? People are really kind of into trying different vegan cheeses.
Oh,
That's always like
interesting.
maybe, maybe not, I think we're closer. We're closer there in the options, but I mean, our restaurant, we don't do it, but I see other pizzerias doing it. There are some nice options out there. And then tomato pizzas, I've seen a
Yeah,
lot of
tomato
just like
pies are a thing.
marinara or just a tomato pie with just maybe oregano on it,
Love it.
garlic, but simple or like not as heavy.
Great.
What have you seen?
Have I seen? I agree. I think you're seeing more slice deals. I think at least you're seeing instead of buying the 20-inch, more by the slice, more creation. I do think Roman's taking off outside of the big cities, outside of New York.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that I called and I see it. As for toppings, I agree with you. I think the less is more is really hitting, right? Where people aren't getting the supreme pizzas. They're gonna get one, two intentional toppings. So those toppings better hit, right? They better be high quality premium pepperonis or peppers or whatever you do. So I'm seeing a little more purposeful topping selection, even if it's a little bit more, because people would rather get two really good toppings than four mediocre.
Yeah, I also think too, like, it kinda helps pull your price point,
Kinda, right? Oh yeah.
You are ordering a pizza that, doesn't have so much on it, so maybe that's kind of what people are thinking too. I don't know.
Yeah. I know. Last article, I love it. And it was a fun one. QSRmagazine.com. Papa John's wing launch drone delivery pilot in Charlotte. So shame Will's not here for this one. We'll bring this back up. So again, we talked about the AI and the drone delivery. I think we talked about it in Texas. Well, we are up to North Carolina now, delivering oven toasted sandwiches So, and we're kind of getting more in the pie in the sky, right? We're getting more into AI powered,
Amazing.
but I had to bring it up because listen, we got another city having drone deliveries. It's coming, yeah. We're almost there. The future is now.
As much as I complain about AI in pizzerias, I am just so here for as a consumer, right? Like
Yeah,
not as
right.
a pizzeria owner. I have no interest in that.
Sure.
But I would also absolutely love for us to be
All
able
day.
to eat pizza at any point in time. Could you even imagine? It's gonna happen.
Just hit a button, 5 buttons, little thing comes to your door, drops it down, right, in 10 minutes. I mean, that's the future, yeah. We're here.
Yeah.
I'm here
Yeah,
for it.
I can't wait. I mean, I don't even have to wait anymore, right?
Right,
Like,
it's
when is
here.
this hitting Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I mean, Charlotte, right? I mean, Charlotte, Pittsburgh, pretty close. You're getting there. Pittsburgh be a good place to try it. Yeah, you're on social media. Where can people find you? Sometimes.
I am at Mercurius PGH for our restaurant and Crucitt on Instagram.
There you go.
Thinking about getting a TikTok.
My gosh, you should. You would crush all the trends.
Me and technology.
I love it. Just take pictures of drones. I'm at Jim Cooks Food Good, wherever you get your content. And you can follow I Need Pizza Club on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and of course, podcasts, wherever you get those. You can listen to this podcast and all of our previous episodes. So until next week, Anna, this has been a lovely episode of the Pizza Roundtable, part of the I Need Pizza Club network. And I cannot wait to talk again soon.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.